at this guy coming, taking his jacket off. You look pretty good. I haven't seen you in a bit.
What's going on? How you been?
Put your headphones on over there so you can hear.
Most intimidating room in all of Nashville.
This room is not intimidating.
What?
It's so intimidating. Oh my gosh.
Or warm, kind, and friendly.
Yeah, or it's
walking
like,
in. Well, you guys, you're all such good friends, and you're all so close. And someone walks in the room that's just kind of on the outskirt. Not really inside the full circle, just kind of like peripheral.
but if any artist is,
But no artist is.
but if anyone kind of is, I would say you're as close to being in the circle
Still
as.
nervous.
Yeah.
Still intimidated.
Well, it's good to see you. I
Good to see you too.
I didn't hear from you for like 2 months.
Sorry.
Yeah. And then
What happened?
I don't know. You disappeared, but this is what
It's
happened.
on my flip phone. Sorry.
Did you switch over? Did you switch back?
I'm on the flip phone right now, but I still have my other phone too. So
Let me see what phone you got in your pocket.
got the
Dierks Bentley's here, by the way.
Verizon.
You're
LG.
still using the.
But this
flip
one has
phone.
all the. It actually has like interweb and all that
And
stuff.
tell
on
me
it.
about this. I think I know the answer, but why are you on the flip phone, and how does that impact your life?
Well, I still have the iPhone in the car, which is good because not that you should be using your phone in the car, but especially in this town, traffic and whatnot. But the flip phone, just man, I struggle so hard with the iPhone. I'm not good at it. It is the ultimate like McDonald's #1. It has like it just the special sauces on it. It just makes you go for it. It doesn't matter however far you try to get away from it. It just pulls you back in. It's just such a. But when I'm on the road, my usage must go up like 500%. There's just nothing to do. Every band, there's a whole hashtag on Instagram called "Band Guys on Phones," and it's just band guys like me, just like at catering, backstage. You just.
I see the phone as a tool to cultivate friendships.
You're good at using it.
But everybody's like, the phone's so bad. Do you know how many people I wouldn't even know if it wasn't for phones? Or
I'm trying to know less.
or I wouldn't
Actually,
even
I'm trying to narrow down my friend circle.
Well, Bobby, no, that's all about it's eliminating FaceTime, like not FaceTime like your favorite thing, but face-to-face human interaction.
Yeah, I'm all about like trying to get like
some
like
but
quality
you're not
time.
getting
hangs.
But I get it with you, Bobby. It comes in handy because that's how you want to communicate with people. Is not face-to-face.
Well, the problem now, I have a 10-year-old who's like loving the phone thing. So I know I have like a limited window of time before I need to be like fully texting all the time because she just. But I do miss I missed hanging with you. I miss some stuff that goes on in your life. I'm not on Instagram.
Boy, and you better get on Instagram.
You got a lot going on.
There's nothing going on.
Unbelievable.
There's nothing.
You still got that six-pack going on in there? I saw some
There's
videos.
no six-pack.
Oh my God.
That's what he misses.
If I
See what I missed?
if I text
I've
you,
missed
what phone
pictures
does it
of
go
Bobby
to?
dancing in his ripped his new body.
If I text you, what phone does it go to?
It goes to my iPhone.
Okay.
Text
so
me.
So I don't even have the main phone anymore.
You're gonna have it right now. What's your number?
No. All I know is
615.
Wow. So you don't
I
have them
don't-
synced up, so they're not even the same.
I have
If you
a-
call that phone, it goes to this phone.
Oh, so yeah, you're in.
let me see about that.
Well, I have to get.
No. Let's just see.
This is a new phone, so it's not
Let's
set up on this
just
phone.
see.
No.
Let's
Okay.
just see.
It will. It normally does. This
Did we
is the-
catch
this is
someone
the
in a
new
fib?
phone. No. It normally does.
Wow.
This one's not doing that.
Let's see. Let's just.
Oh my God. Let me show you who's on my contact list here.
Let's see if it rings.
It normally does.
I
Oh
know
my
you're
gosh.
ringing.
I had no coffee.
Wow.
I'm like just trying to catch up here.
Let's promote something, Dierks. You know,
God.
let's just get to the business of it, because apparently that's all this is, Amy. This is a business.
Here, I have my tour manager on this phone. I have Stephanie Johnson. My mom, Mary. I don't have my dad on here. He's not even alive anymore. But
It's
he's
like
on
one of
here.
those kid phones.
Oh, Dad's me.
They can only call 4 people.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Oh yeah, that's what we're thinking about getting my daughter. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. You're here. Why are you here?
I don't know.
I know why you're here. We got a couple things to talk about.
Break out YMCA. It's time.
First of all, your new song is my favorite song on the record.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember telling you that
Some days you just get by. Yeah, some days
when it first came out.
still alive. Some days you're living.
Was this on the fringe of making the record?
No, that was definitely like I feel like this song's kind of the cornerstone of the whole record.
The whole
Just
reason of the record.
Yeah, the idea of living and goes back to the phone a little bit too. Just a lot of like 2017, just on the road, and you hear so many stories from fans and of hardships and stuff they're going through, and you're on your phone, you're just away from your family, and I just feel like I wasn't doing any like real living. I mean, there's whole days that go by. The band and I just would never even leave the bus, and just kind of, and there's a lot of things that happen personally and professionally, just that kind of just felt kind of dark, and I just need to kind of go somewhere to escape and kind of bring the light back in. And that was, for me, that was the mountains. That was Colorado. And this song. It started off because one of my band guys, Dan Hochhalter, who plays fiddle, he went to Walgreens one day, which we thought was the biggest, like, coolest thing of all time. We're like, you actually left the bus and left campus and, like, went to Walgreens? Like, because we're just sitting there watching VH1 storytellers all day long on the bus. And it's like, wow, we need to start doing some more, like, actual living in our lives out here on the road. I mean, the show, obviously, you give all your, all your energy goes to the show, and the show always crushes, but the rest of the day, it's like, this is my life, too. And I'm, like, blowing through weekends and not doing anything. So this whole idea of, like, trying to be more alive on the road, not just struggling all the time, was born. And so, yeah, it's not just a song, it's kind of like a mantra for me and everyone in the band and crew, just to live as much as possible when we can on the road and off the road.
Burning Man went #1.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit
How about that?
steady,
Amazing.
still a little bit rolling stone.
I don't know if anyone even liked that song.
It's jam.
Yeah, it's fun to watch live too. To watch brothers come out and play with you.
Yeah, miss those guys. I watched the show this week at the Ryman. It was awesome.
You watched their show? When they played?
Yeah, and then when I was singing the song, but it was so good to see them play their own show.
It's cool to like celebrate with friends, right? Like to have a big milestone like that.
Yeah, I think that's what's great about country music is everyone totally celebrates each other, and there's obviously we're all competitive, but it's like it's really fun like supporting somebody that's like doing well or not doing well. You know, it's fun just to be there to have friends in this town.
You're out with John Party right now, and so I took John Party with me to play Family Feud.
Oh God.
Yeah, it hasn't aired yet, so I can't tell you. What?
He just says whatever's on his mind all the time. Do you have good answers?
I can't say what happened, but they said, "Hey, bring your team to Celebrity Family Feud." So I go and I take Amy
Yeah.
and Lunchbox, and I take Lauren, Elena, and John Party.
Good team.
Right.
Lauren, Elena, and John Party. That's a nice tag duo too. You know, it's like 1 + 1 = 3 at those two because they kind of have a shorthand.
And so he showed up in the cowboy hat, and yeah, he was out there. He's a
Amazing.
character, huh?
Was he good?
We can't say.
Can't say he's
can't
good or
really-
bad.
No.
I mean, was it fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
So fun.
Yeah.
Like time of our life.
Yeah,
Really?
You ever done any game show type thing?
No, I saw the Wheel of Fortune one time. Some of those nighttime shows you do. If you go downstairs, they have like the wheel was like in a space is about as big as this, like tucked in a corner. I'm like, that's the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, you mean you just saw the wheel? You
Just
didn't,
saw the wheel.
you
Not
didn't
actually
watch
the show. No, it's like in
Okay.
this little storage shed. It's like, but no, I've never seen I've never done a game show like that.
Oh.
I got in trouble because when I was taping Idol last year, the Price is Right wheel was in the hallway.
Yeah.
And I grabbed it and just spun the crap out
Yeah.
of it, and they yelled at me because you can't just grab the Price is Right wheel.
It's like a Smith. Yeah, it belongs like a museum.
What would
somewhere.
one game show you get to go on in your whole life? Which one would you choose?
What's the one with no whammies? I was like, a big
Press Your Luck.
pressure luck. Yeah.
You like
no
that?
Whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Yeah.
Did you watch game shows as a kid?
Yeah. I mean, I watched that one. I watched what's the 64,000
Pyramid?
Pyramid? Yeah, watched that one.
I don't know if it's 64,000, but it was
Was-
pyramid.
Yeah, the pyramid.
Were you watching back in the
pyramid?
20s or what?
The pyramid game, there'd be.
Who's the guy you say go back in Tune to?
Chuck Woolery.
Chuck Woolery, yeah.
Yeah.
Tune to. That'd be a good one to go.
That's the-
I probably want to be going now.
Is that
but-
Love Connection?
Love Connection, yeah.
That's not a game.
It's kind of a game show, right? I mean,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. Not really.
You ever met Chuck Woolery?
No.
We'd see him all the time. In
Still
Austin?
around?
Eddie, is that where he was?
Yes,
Chuck Woolery would be walking around in a suit in Austin, Texas.
What's he doing?
Yeah. Why was he there?
Being Chuck Woolery.
Look for a Love Connection. He's
Yeah.
he's updating his game. He's more in like the Tinder world now. He's
Have-
like he goes on a Tinder date and he kind of goes, okay, guys, here's the deal. Works it out.
I think he's really old.
Wasn't
though
it
now,
fun?
right?
Yeah, I don't think he's too old. No.
I was looking at.
Thank you. Appreciate that,
So-
Megan.
Megan's laughing.
So he brought Megan. She has to laugh.
Good job, Megan. Good job.
I was looking at a picture on your Instagram. There was a picture on your Instagram of John Party asleep in your plane, and you were flying.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, you have another
that's probably,
pilot?
That's probably he's more rested than I am.
You have
I
another
do,
pilot
yes,
with you?
Yes.
And are you the main pilot, or is the other pilot the main pilot?
He's the main pilot. We switch legs. You know, we fly about the same amount of hours, but he's definitely main pilot.
Like he spent his life training to be. Does it worry people that fly with you?
I've been flying longer than Austin. Austin's a lot better pilot than I am. I think. I mean,
Like you're a trained musician, singer. You're really fantastic, by the way. You do a good job at that.
I'm all right.
But when you're out flying a plane,
Probably.
do people worry that?
Flying a plane is not like that difficult. I mean,
But isn't it about if something goes wrong? It's not about when it's going right. It's about when it goes
exactly.
wrong.
It's just like playing a show. I think anybody could study for a year and go do my job for 2 or 3 songs, maybe 2 songs.
Okay.
And I think same with the plane. The problem is when something goes wrong, you lose an engine, there's a fire, there's cabin, you lose pressurization. Then there's that's where I'm probably elbowing Austin, like, hey, dude, it's your plane.
No engine.
No, I mean, but you study for that stuff. There's like training and stuff you do, but it's not like that. It's not that crazy. Not that crazy difficult.
When do you have to re-up? Like, how often are you having to study to fly?
There's like
this-
a yearly recurrent class you're supposed to do.
Do you feel like if an engine went out on your plane, you'd be okay?
It has. Yeah, I've lost an engine before.
And you'd be okay.
But did you have two?
You had two, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So only one. Did
Did you freak
Yeah.
out?
No, we were flying to New York, and we were had just left Nashville, and this really weird sound. It's kind of like that Bose like theater sound, but it was in our headsets. It was a sound we neither one of us had ever heard before on a plane. We looked at each other like that was really weird, and then it went away, and I couldn't tell if it was like was something in an air conditioning unit running in the back. Was there something loose on a exterior, like a wing piece or something, making that vibration? Then it happened again, like worse. And then when we started pulling one of the throttles back, we realized that one of the engines had something going on. So we just kind of shut the engine down and landed.
Then do you worry if the other engine goes out?
It'd be a problem.
You're dead.
They have a pretty good like glide ratio, as far as like how many miles they can go horizontally before they go, compared to vertically. So.
But I mean, have you flown like a bird before? Like trained to fly like a bird?
What's that mean? No
Paraglided.
engine?
I mean,
when
I've
you have
gone
no
off-
engine, the plane is like a I
I've
don't
jumped
know.
off
This
a
is
mountain
what
with
my
like a
husband
parachute, and that's like not fun.
turns into a bird.
Yes, it does. I don't like that. I
And
like
then you have to.
Yeah, dead stick it. Yeah, like being in a plane with no sound is that's not comforting. I don't like that. I don't like being up in the sky without like something thrashing violently against like the wind, like a balloon or a parachute or a paragliding. That's not. I don't like that feeling. I like the sound of something making a lot of noise.
We've told you about Amy's husband having to crash a plane into the lake, right?
No,
He calls it a controlled landing.
recently.
Probably
5 years ago? 6 years ago?
It was before we moved here, so like maybe 7 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, he was. in
Amy's
the-
husband, he's a super
Yeah, I
pilot,
know.
right?
I know.
Okay.
He's flown my little my Cirrus a little bit.
Yes. Well,
he
and
trained
so
in it.
so now because of Dierks, my husband has some relationships with people that will confirm Dierks is an amazing pilot.
I'm
I've
not
heard
saying
it.
he's not.
But he's not just he's not it's not like Dierks' hobby. I think Dierks is more passionate about flying than just kind of like, you know.
Yeah, I'm passionate about it because without it, I would quit music. I mean, I have 3 kids, and there's no way I can do this and also be, the dad I need to be, and I have to have that level of transportation. There's just no way.
Well, my husband was in a single engine aircraft in the Adirondack Mountains, like upstate New York, like not a lot of landing options. And the propeller flew off the airplane.
Oh my gosh.
So, and it was him and another
That's
guy.
crazy.
And he was flying, what is it when you're the captain? Right seat?
Left seat, yeah.
Or left seat?
Yeah.
I don't know which one, but he was in charge.
Yeah.
So he kind of tells the other guy, he's like, get that manual in the back, what to do. And they're
Yeah.
like, there's nothing in here for, propeller departure. So he has no propeller, no engine, no nothing. And then
Good for him. That's a good pilot.
Bird.
That's
And they
legit.
had to find a pond and put it down in
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
pond.
he went to air
Yeah.
traffic control and was asking for the nearest road. Nothing looked good. So his only option was trees
Yeah.
or water.
Oh my gosh.
And they did a couple of loops around before they decided. They even went past this lake the
Yeah,
first time.
like,
and
no,
he was
we're not
like,
going there.
I just don't want to go there because he didn't know swamp, what's underneath that water. They
Yeah.
don't know. So then he thought about, okay, if I land in a tree, okay, the odds are good, but you have to crash twice because you land in the tree and then you fall. So then they went back around and he was like, okay, there's that pond again. He's like, so they called in a mayday
Yeah.
and
Good for him.
he landed smooth as butter,
Was it
on
fixed
the water.
gear? Was the gear down when he landed? Or is it retractable?
I think it was, I'll have to ask him, but I think it was retractable. I
Yeah,
think he
that
was
helps.
able to put it up because that helped. And then he just didn't know once he hit the water what was going to be right under the water, like trees or sticks
Yeah.
or anything to make him flip. But he said his main goal was keep the wings even.
He's like the Hudson guy.
Yeah,
and then the
Sully.
the copters had to come save him.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so he said the scariest part, Black Hawk. So where he landed, they said no humans have really ever been. So the Black Hawk helicopters had to come, and
Damn.
he used his cell phone to show them with the sun where he was. And then
Bear Grylls,
That's
man.
crazy.
they threw down a rope, and
Oh,
he
my
said
phone did
riding
that.
on the helicopter was the
Your phone will not.
scariest
Your
part.
flip phone will not do
gonna-
that.
Not gonna,
I don't know. Yeah, so
that is
crazy.
crazy.
So
Well-
he could do it. Dierks could do it.
That's a real pilot.
Yeah, but he's like a real pilot.
Yeah, the plane he flies in now that I fly in has a parachute built into the airframe, which is a much
That's
easier
the
way to go
only
down.
reason I went in it, and that's the only reason why I got it. After that accident, I said, "You're never flying a single engine plane again, nor will I. We need 2 engines, period."
Yeah.
And then, but the only reason why he's allowed to fly in that one is because of the parachute. We have rules.
What's your rules?
You have together rules. But he
Those
probably
are the
does
rules.
his own deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me play this for you, Dierks. This is you on the Elvis show. The Elvis. On the Elvis tribute?
Yeah, man.
Remember this or no?
Yeah, I do. Haven't heard it yet. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. It does sound good.
That's cool. Great band, man.
You don't watch your TV appearances?
My mom is documenting them all for me, so somewhere down the road I can go back and watch every time I've been on one of the countdowns. I mean, my mom records the countdowns every week, even though it's like all
on the radio.
No, on the TV show.
Oh.
So it's just like nothing. There's nothing to see. It's just like coming in at 16. Like it's the same video for Burning Man. It's like she has them all, so I'm sure she has this somewhere down the road. But no, I've not watched that one.
If there's a major like CMA Fest on ABC and you're playing, you won't go and watch it?
No, but I probably will have watched it somewhere along the way to make sure it's worth, there's nothing I need to fix. But no, I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, like game tape.
I watch game tape on the road, and I'm cringing. I'm just like, watch like us playing on the road. I'm like, oh, stop talking. Just like, what are you doing? Like, just sing. What do you like? I start yelling at myself on the iPad when we're all watching like the live show. But I can't stand. No, I'm not going to watch myself.
You go back after a concert and then watch.
I used to for about 10 years. I would. The second the show ended, I'd take before we had the recording capabilities. This is old school. We'd just take the CD of the show and go sit in the bus and listen to the entire show over again. I mean, for like 10 years, I listened to an hour and a half of the show after just playing it.
That make you better?
It didn't really help. I think it makes you better. I think you better I think it does. Obviously, makes you better. I remember our steel player one time was like, you know what? He was like, I'm out. I know what I sounded like. I just did it an hour ago. And we stopped kind of doing that, but now we watch some tapes from time to time. But I literally did that every show. Crazy.
Tonight you're playing Bridgestone in Nashville?
Yeah.
Big Nashville show?
Yeah.
How's that feel?
It's going to be awesome.
Last time you were
great.
sick as a dog.
I know. We were just talking before I walked on here about when I played 2 years ago, I was doing this whole cold plunge, Wim Hof breathing thing, and I kind of like, it's a long story, but I basically like induced my own sickness. Because I was like, it's like this heavy kind of like, well, it's a weird thing to talk about, but it's like a breathing thing, And you'd use it when you're getting in a cold plunge and you're like trying to stay in this cold water for a certain amount of time. You kind of breathe your way through it. You're breathing warm air and to kind of keep your core temperature up. And I did it so much and I was breathing so much I kind of dried my throat out. So when I got to Nashville, I was like, what is going on? I was like, what I was doing the other day in Cincinnati, like just totally dried my throat out. So I had a full hillbilly pharmacy on stage up there with me, every type of like alcohol you could possibly imagine, hot tea.
You had all the stuff plugged into your body too before the show. You had the IVs.
I had the IVs. Yeah, I totally screwed myself in that show. So I'm looking forward to. I mean, it ended up being a great show. My voice worked, but it wasn't an optimal like experience overall. So looking forward to this year to getting another crack at it. But it was pretty special. This year is awesome. It's your second time doing it around, so you're better at like planning friends, guests, and backstage experiences and whatnot. So. Excited about that. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Here is the song. The new single, Living. What number single is this from the record?
This is the third one. Yeah.
So are you thinking about making some new music now or what?
I'm really enjoying the small, narrow window of time where you don't have to think about that.
Okay.
I think I'll start in the.
Forgive the question.
No, but you know what I mean? They get the little time where like you've made an album and you're on tour and it's like, wow, I don't have to like do 6 things at once. I can just enjoy like fully being where I am right now. It's
just
a tour.
living. You're just living.
I'm living. Trying to do less things better.
There he is. Our friend Dierks Bentley. All your nominations.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. The juxtaposition, as Amy would tell you, between like one world and the other. Here I'm like sleeping on my son's like little tiny bed last night because I got kicked out of my bed from the dog. I'm like, it's just home life versus the other life is pretty funny.
It's good.
I'm nominated. I'm a huge star.
You're a huge star. Huge star. Dierks Bentley's here. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you guys too. Thank you.
As always, and we'll see you next time you come around.
Thank you so much.
All right, there he is. Dierks Bentley, everybody.
It's a Bobby Bones show.